Hello, Europe! It's William calling from wiwibloggs, and I'm joined by my fellow Melfest obsessives Angus in the north of England and Denise in the Netherlands. Now, if our hair is messed up, you have to forgive us. Mariette had her wind machine on last night, and it blew us away. Now, we're here to talk about her battle with the wind, Magnus Carlsson, and much more, so let's get to it. Melodie numero 1, Don't Stop Believing by Mariette. Now, you guys, she totally rocked this. I was feeling the Dementors in the background. It was like modern Harry Potter. I loved all the black. She brought the drama. It was like a funeral song, but way cooler. What were you feeling?
Yeah, it was really dark and I absolutely loved it. Well, normally I don't like that kind of songs, but Mariette, she was amazing and she did a really, great job. And yeah, I absolutely loved it. And if there will be a winner of Melodifestivalen out of heat number 2, I hope it will be Mariette.
Yeah, I just got like a whole like sorceress vibe. Like she had all like the feathers on and she was like bewitching and she was like casting a spell and I was totally bewitched by it.
And as you can see in this photo, she was real emotional after she won. I think other people like Magnus Carlsson, Eric Sada, these types of people expected to advance, whereas she was really surprised. And
She's the dark horse now though. She's creeping up there.
she certainly got the right colors on to be that dark horse. Did Mariette deserve to win?
Yeah, I loved it.
So fierce, like huge energy, huge talent, huge drama. Loved it.
Oh my god, fabulous.
Amazing.
Just working the feathers, it's like fierce feather realness.
She's like the best so far.
I just love the dancing, twirling darkness behind her.
She's not a girl, she's a woman.
She's gonna cast a spell on Eric Sada and curse him out of the competition.
Did you see her cheekbones? The second qualifier was Magnus Carlsson with the song Mot mig I Gamla Stan, Meet Me in Old Town. Angus.
So, shade aside, because I have to be like critical and musical, I just think this is hopelessly dated. Like, it's the same song Magnus has been entering in Melfest for the past 10 years. And like, performance aside, it really hasn't changed anything from any of his past entries. This could have been entered in like 2005, and none of us would have batted an eyelid.
I think it was entered in 2005.
It just needs some like ingenuity. Like Alcazar at least like updated their disco sounds. They had like dub and synthesize and things. And Magnus just like sounds exactly the same. No creativity.
And I think the song was okay. And the final isn't deserved, but it should be in Andra Gansen because it's an okay song and there were a lot of bad songs, but it was okay. And he did great. He sang great and his dancing moves were awesome. And yeah, I would have said Andra Gansen.
We have a word in London for people like you, Denise and Angus. Haters! Because this song was amazing. I know we've heard it before, but we've heard it before and again because we like it. I mean, this kind of reminds me of Alcazar last year, Blame It on a Disco. People were like, oh my god, it's the same thing. And I heard this and I was like, oh my god, it's the same thing. But then I saw the full 3 minutes and I was like, thank god it's the same thing. It's like enduring, it's classic. A lot of our readers hate this, and they say that even with the dance moves, it's a little lame. But like, it's the only melody that I can properly remember. So it may be lowbrow, but it's making me move my eyebrows. I love it.
I just feel like he's relying on Schlager, and like, don't rely on Schlager, honey. It won't get you anywhere in a competition full of it.
Yeah, and he's not like Alcazar. I mean, it kind of is, but Alcazar is way, way better. They were my favorites last year, and so I can compare him to Magnus.
The first act moving to Andra Chansen is Linus Svenning with Forever Starts Today. Now, can I just say, I was kind of disappointed with this. The 30-second clip was really strong, but then when I watched the 3 minutes, it just felt a little slow, and the ending comes really abruptly. There's no warning. It's like someone turned the lights out at the party, and you're left there thinking, And like, also the staging was great, but I bet you Linus wants his money back because now he's in Andra Chansen. What went wrong?
His voice.
It's just horrible. It's like we said with the Netherlands last year before they were amazing. It was like nobody cares about the calm after the storm. Nobody cares about like the bit after you've been all painful and sad, like being like, I'm fine now, everything's okay. Nobody cares about that. And like, it was dull. And also those trash cans on fire in the background, what was that about?
No, the staging was amazing. I really, really liked it. And it was carrying the song. I mean, the song was, moi. And the staging made it awesome, even though his voice was, well, just like mine at this moment. But yeah, well, it should be in the finals. But it's not that great.
Denise, I think a lot of people would argue your crackly voice is better than his, because on those low notes, he just couldn't do it. He was really struggling. I'm like, aren't you like a professional musician? The second act going to Anders Johnson is Samir and Victor with Groupie. Now, you guys, I love their look, but I'm not sure I love their voices. What about you?
I
The
love them
vocals
all.
were bad.
I
Oh,
love
yeah.
them.
Now, Angus, are you
No.
voting with your eyes or your ears?
I'm voting with both. At first, it was just eyes, but I actually quite like their vibe. Like, it's like we said, the rap somehow seems cool. Like, whenever it's like Beirang or Sean Banan, it always feels a little bit cringeworthy, but these guys are actually like confident and into it. And I actually like the fact Victor has this whole like naivety going on. Like, he kind of seems a bit overwhelmed at all because he's only like 19, so he's quite young. And I quite like that. It's sort of endearing, very charming. Also, really hot.
Yeah. Well, they look amazing. Yeah, I have to agree on that. But their voices sound awful, and the song was awful too. So even though I really want those boys in the final and in Vienna, I don't want a song there. So no.
Maybe we can do some sort of body transplant, and no matter who
Yeah.
wins, send Victor in another form. He's seriously hot.
Yeah.
So sexy.
It really, really is. Yeah.
Makes my teeth sweat.
I love that quiff. It's everything.
Oh, he looks so hot.
Y'all, he works out.
That's like Nordic hunk personified.
Oh, too bad he's younger than me.
That's a toy boy.
Who needs a man boy when you have Victor? In fifth place, it was Neverstore with If I Was God for One Day. Sadly, they're not God for One Day. They didn't move mountains. They didn't move voters. I really liked this. I thought it was quite sweet, and I think it improved upon the video clip. What let it down?
I just think it was a bit like the stage was kind of empty, like compared to the others. I think a static band show. Like I kind of expected from like the whole arena vibe they were going for, there'd be a lot more movement, kind of like A Friend in London in 2011. Like I felt there'd be more interaction with the crowd, and I think that probably let them down a bit. It was too static.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just, yeah, the song wasn't that great. And, yeah, I don't know. It was an okay song and okay for in this heat. But no, I'm not falling in love with it.
In sixth place, it was Emily Eierwald with Darokda Meddig. Now, y'all, she looks exactly like Natalie Portman. Can I just say that? I thought she was singing about antidepressants. It was just a real downer. Lady has a nice voice. She had on a good dress, but it was just too black, too black, too black. At least Mariette had like wind machines to kind of give it life. This just felt dead.
It was just Mariette was stirring. This was like stagnant. Nothing happened for 3 minutes. And it's like if you're going to be on Melodifestivalen, like there's a certain level of expectation from performance, and she just didn't deliver it.
I watched the song this morning, and yeah, I had to see all the songs, but when hers came on, I just skipped it. I mean, I heard it for like 2 or 3 seconds, and I was like, oh no, I don't want to hear it. Next song, please. So yeah, I just skipped it.
Your wish is our command. In seventh place, we have the song Nonetheless by Marie Bergman and Sanna Not Nielsen Salamnensen. Guys, I mean, I feel bad hating on old women, but this needed to go. The only vote they had was the over 60 vote, and over 60s do not vote, so I can understand why they came last. I still don't get the Wild Coyote reference. I think their stylist needs to be fired. I don't get the cowboy hats, the outfits, the song. This is just a hot mess.
Yeah, and the staging was really boring. I mean, it didn't add something to the song. It was just them sitting there and singing that stupid song, and that's all.
I just feel like they sounded like they'd swallowed some razor blades before they went on stage or something. Like such like raspy, gravelly, like horrible husky voices. Like they sounded like they were straining to hit some of the notes, and that's embarrassing when you're such a veteran performer. Like at least Mariah has the decency to use auto-tune or a backing track. Like I think they could have upped the vocals a bit to give them some help.
Final question. Of all the acts who have made it to Anders Johnson or advanced direct till finale, who do you want to see win?
Well, I think Angus and I agree on this one. I don't know if you do. But yeah, we really liked Mariette, right?
Yeah, we love Mariette like so
Yeah.
much. She's the clear, like she was the only good entry in this heat of 7 songs. Like standout.
So y'all are ranking her above Eric Sada and above Dolly Style, above Mangus
Yeah.
Carlsson.
No, not above Eric. No.
Ah, okay. So you want to see Eric take it still.
I want to see Eric take it still, but I feel like it's going to be a lot closer now than people are thinking. Like, I feel we could have a Sanna and Ace style, like, battle to the death between the two of them.
Yeah.
And of the 4 songs who have made it to Andra Chanson, if you had to choose one that you think is definitely going through to the final, which would it be?
Dolly style.
Mm-hmm.
Don't need to
Yeah.
think about it. I love Hello High. It's so catchy. Such a good stage vibe. And, like, of the 4 acts in Andra Chanson, they have, like, the standout, like, on all categories, I think.
Yeah, I hate it to agree with you on this one, but I also think that Dolly Style is going through, even though I hate him.
Well, from Molly Holly Polly, we are William Angus Denise. From Hello Hi, it's goodbye, bye bye. We'll see you later.